After a heavy downpour, the city streets were muddy and flooded. On a wooden bench by the roadside sat an elderly man, Grandpa Samuel. His clothes were tattered, his slippers worn thin, but his face was calm after finishing his sweeping for the day. Suddenly, a black SUV tore down the narrow road, splashing a wave of dirty water over him. Soaked from head to toe, he gasped. Onlookers were outraged, but the car stopped briefly and a proud female voice snapped from the window. "Old man, don't sit here. This isn't your village." Then she sped off. People muttered in shock, but Samuel only raised his hand. "Leave her. God will judge." The driver, Clara, soon entered a luxury mall, took a selfie, and posted online. "Only the strong walk over the weak. Boss Queen." Compliments poured in, feeding her arrogance. That night, Grandpa Samuel walked into a mansion owned by his son, Victor. Despite his wealthy home, Samuel preferred moving among everyday people. When Victor saw his father's muddied shirt, he frowned. Samuel explained he had met a very rude woman. Victor urged him to stop wandering, but Samuel reminded his son of a bigger concern. "You're 36. You need a wife. Not just a pretty face, someone who will bring peace." Victor admitted he was dating someone beautiful, but arrogant, disrespectful, and reckless with money. Samuel insisted on meeting her. "If I see humility, I'll bless her. If I see pride, I'll tell the truth." Days later, outside a supermarket, Clara insulted Samuel again, spitting near his feet. This time, a young woman with groceries, Amara, stepped forward. She boldly defended Samuel, shaming Clara for mocking an old man. Clara stormed off. Amara then sat with Samuel, asked his name, and learned he had no home except an empty shop offered by a kind owner. She didn't pity him. Instead, she proposed starting a small vegetable patch, okra, peppers, greens, so he'd have food and dignity. Samuel was deeply touched. That evening, Samuel told Victor about the remarkable woman Amara who had defended him and offered to farm with him. He praised her courage and humility. "Your girlfriend may come tomorrow, but I already saw peace today." The next day, high heels echoed in the mansion. Victor's girlfriend arrived, Clara. She admired the home until her eyes fell on Samuel. She froze. Calmly, Samuel revealed she was the same woman who had twice shamed him in public. Victor, stunned, asked if it was true. Clara stammered excuses, claiming she thought he was just a beggar. "He's a human being," Victor snapped. Samuel added, "Kindness that depends on identity is not real kindness." Clara begged, but Samuel replied, "Forgiveness is easy. Trust is not." Shamed, Clara left. Later, Victor wandered outside and by chance saw a woman tending a small patch of land. She was testing soil with her bare hands, a hoe by her side. It was Amara. They spoke about farming, dignity, and work. She explained she wanted to help a kind old man she had met. Victor was moved, not realizing yet that she was the same woman his father praised. They planted okra together and laughed. The next morning, Amara visited the address Samuel had given her. To her shock, it was a grand estate. A guard let her in. Inside, she froze when she saw Victor, then Samuel smiling behind him. She realized the old man she had defended was Victor's father. Samuel explained softly, "I wanted to see how people treated me when they thought I had nothing. You treated me with dignity." Amara, overwhelmed, admitted she had only followed her heart. Victor confessed, "Amara, I don't want to waste time. I love you. I want to marry you." She hesitated only to say her parents in the village must be told. Victor declared they would not remain in hardship. "I will give them a home in the city. They deserve rest." Amara wept at his generosity. News spread. The billionaire Victor was marrying a humble young woman. Some praised him, others envied. Clara burned with rage. She hired a thug named Blade to frame Victor with drugs and get rid of Samuel and Amara. But Blade remembered Victor as the man who once saved his family from eviction and paid hospital bills for his mother. Instead of betraying him, he secretly recorded Clara's instructions and delivered them to Victor. Police arrested Clara. In court, her own voice sealed her fate. The judge sentenced her to 15 years in prison. Soon after, Victor visited Amara's village. Kneeling before her parents, he said, "I want to marry your daughter, and I want you to live in the city. You've suffered enough. Rest now." They blessed him with tears of joy. A month later, Victor and Amara married in a joyful ceremony. On their honeymoon, walking barefoot along a beach, Amara whispered, "It still feels unreal." Victor smiled, "It's real and it's forever." The moral of their story was clear. True wealth is not money, but humility, dignity, and kindness toward those who can offer you nothing in return. Please like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more interesting stories.